Hello, Crouch Gaming here. I'm still plugging away at mastering all of the guns and gadgets in Battlefield 4, and there's been some excellent discoveries along the way. Guns I'd previously ignored turned out to be great and suit me down to the ground. However, it's not all been pink and fluffy. There's a few guns I hated using, and to be honest, I didn't cover all of those as I knew that being sort of a part-time hobbyist with YouTube and having a full-time job, I wouldn't really have time to do all of them. This particular weapon was an utter bastard for me, and I still haven't yet mastered it. I would rather suck the toe cheese from a tramp's sock than play with this weapon. I hated every second of it. It is the Scout Elite, and I will finish it. I will get 500 with it, but my god, I feel like sawing my limbs off after playing with it for about 10 minutes. If you've been with my channel for a while, you may have noticed that I used to do a lot of sniping pre the spring patch, which has tailed off quite a bit. The main reason is because of the way they changed the zeroing, with it now being 100 meters instead of 0 by default. It means if you snipe aggressively, you often send a bullet over the head of a close ranged opponent if your aim is true, and it's something that I've struggled to get used to because I've always been a more in your face recon than sitting on top of a mountain. This video is also very clippy, and I apologise for that. There's no excuse, but there is a reason. There's no big streaks and there's no epic runs. The reason for that is partly due to what I just mentioned, and also because I could not get a good run with this weapon. I did badly with it, possibly the worst I've done with any gun ever. I also want good clips, so that a video I make is decent to watch, despite the fact that 90% of the time using this weapon I died in a fight. I would say that sniping is difficult. I don't find it easy, and it requires a level of skill to pull it off. You have bullet drop and muzzle velocity all to contend with, and then with the Scout Elite you've also got a gimped damage model. This gun is only a one-shot headshot up to 89 meters, so when you pull off a great long-range dipping super duper headshot and clap with joy, and then realise the bastard's still running out at you, it's frustrating, and it quite often then gets you killed, either because you need to line them up again and there's a guy close by, or because the guy you're sniping at only needs one bullet. Blue, for me, means I've hit a headshot, red is a kill shot, and there's a few clips in here of it happening as well. I honestly think my farts after a good Sunday roast have more stopping power than this gun. You would think that as it's been hit so hard on the damage, it would have an epically quick fire rate for follow-up shots. Nope, it's only 2 rounds per minute faster than the Gold Magnum, and that hits so much harder. Well, that's a one-shot headshot at any range. You need to use this gun aggressively, as it's not really good for long range, but with the way they've set the zeroing, you now need to aim below the head for anything under 100 meters or close, which just isn't a natural thing for me to do. As soon as I get 500 kills with this weapon, I'm going to print out a picture of it, kick it round the garden for an hour, and then burn it, and forget I ever touched it. I'm sure there are people that can run this close range aggressively and pick out a headshot every time, but I am most definitely not one of them. So if you're just an average gamer like me and haven't set yourself the task of trying to master every single weapon, then I would advise you just to pretend that this weapon does not exist. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I've missed the point of this weapon and there's something about it that makes it great, and if I am, and you know what that is, feel free to tell me in the comments. But that's all for now.